In the bustling city of Whiskerville, a place known for the rivalry between cats and rats, lived a curious cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was not like the other cats, he was not interested in the constant chase and catch. Instead, he was always seen gazing curiously at the world from his perch on a worn-out windowsill. One day, as he was observing the vibrant street below, he noticed a small rat sneaking around the corner. This rat, named Squeak, was unlike any rat Whiskers had seen before. Squeak had a twinkle in his eyes and a tiny scar on his ear, marking his adventurous encounters in the city. Intrigued, Whiskers decided to follow Squeak, creeping silently along the rooftop. He watched as Squeak cleverly navigated the alleyways, collecting bits of food and avoiding the usual cat patrols. Rather than preparing to pounce, Whiskers' curiosity grew. His yellow eyes fixated on Squeak's agile maneuvers until he inadvertently knocked over a flower pot. The crash echoed through the alley, startling Squeak, who turned to face the source of the sound. Instead of the expected chase, Whiskers jumped down softly and sat quietly, his tail twitching in a friendly manner. Squeak, a bit wary but curious, approached cautiously. "Aren't you going to chase me away, just like every other cat?" Squeak squeaked, his whiskers quivering. Whiskers shook his head and replied, "No, I've never been one for chasing. I'm more interested in new stories and adventures than in old feuds." As the days went by, the odd pair started spending more time together. Whiskers showed Squeak the rooftops from which the sunset looked magical. In return, Squeak introduced Whiskers to hidden spots where the night's breeze carried tales and aromas from across the city. The more they shared, the stronger their friendship grew. Their unique companionship began to change the dynamics in the city. It taught the cats and rats about seeing beyond age-old prejudices. Soon, other cats and rats were seen curiously observing one another, some even attempting tentative communication. And so, in a world where rivalry was the norm, a cat and a rat forged an unbreakable bond, proving that friendship knows no bounds. Their friendship puzzled and inspired the residents of Whiskerville, showing that even the most unlikely companions can become friends.